So here we're going to look at the different ways of drawing graphs of straight lines given an equation. And you'll see that I've given us three different equations here, and we're going to draw three graphs on this set of axes. There are basically two ways of going about this, although there is a third backup way. If you're given the equation in the classic y equals mx plus c form, I hope you remember that m, that's the number in front of the x, is the gradient, and the c is the y-intercept, where it crosses the y-axis. And so you simply plot the y-intercept, and then you go 1 across m up, 1 across m up, until you've drawn enough points to be able to draw the line. The second form you might be given a straight line in is ax plus by equals c, where a, b and c are numbers, and there's one in part B in our question. And the way I would recommend you do this is you do the easy thing, which is to put x equals 0 in, which will cross out that term and allow you to find y, where it crosses the y-axis, and then you put y equals 0, which will cross out this term and allow you to find where it crosses the x-axis. And if both of those fail, or you just want to do it another way, then actually we can just plot any 2 points on the line, or indeed use the table function on our calculator, although we won't do that in this tutorial. That is covered somewhere else. So let's have a go. We've got to draw y equals 2x minus 1. Well, this is the first way of doing it, and we can see that m is 2, it's the number in front of the x, so that's the gradient, and we can see that c is minus 1. So we just follow what it says, and we plot c on the y-axis, so there it is, minus 1, and then we simply go 1 across and 2 up, which gets us to there, 1 across and 2 up, which gets us to there, and we can keep going, and then just draw a nice straight line with a ruler, that's better, through those points. And I'm going to label that A, so that we know which line it is. Okay, so we move on to this one. 2x plus 3y equals 12. Now this is in the form which is given in point 2 here, so we're going to do it that way. And we're going to say x equals 0. Well, if x is 0, I'm essentially crossing out this term here, and I can see that 3y is 12, and so y must be 4. And so I can plot 0, 4 on my graph as one of the points on this line. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, what happens when y equals 0? And that crosses out this term, because 3 times 0 is 0, and I get left with 2x equals 12, and so x equals 6. And so that's where it crosses the x-axis. And then I'm just going to draw a straight line through those 2 points. Again, a ruler, that's better, would be good. And we're going to label that one B. Now, it looks here as though we should be able to use y equals mx plus c on this one. And if the graph was big enough, we could. Just notice that the two terms are the other way around, so we can read off the c first, that's 11, and the m is minus 6. But we can't plot this c equals 11 because my y-axis doesn't go up high enough. So actually we're going to use the third method of doing this, which is just to say, well, let's try a couple of points. Let's put x equals 1 in and see what happens. 11 minus 6 times 1 gives me y equals 5. And if I put x equals 2 in, I get 11 minus 12, and so y equals minus 1. And there are 2 points I can plot. 1, 5, and 2 minus 1. And all I need to do now is get my ruler out and draw a straight line through those 2 points. And I shall label that graph C. As I say, you could use the table function on your calculator. Have a look at the drawing graphs tutorial for how to do that. But hopefully one of those 3 methods will work for you.